Caution. The following may contain non-politically correct language. Tongue twister. Non-politically correct language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, if you're ready for beautiful, natural looking, easy to apply nails, 3 colored in 7 luscious hues, just...
Our impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep.
Oh, goddamn hacker, that second damn knife that asshole's cutting.
The movement was begun 8 months ago by a small group of scientists who discovered, quite by accident, these signals being sent through...
The FBI has a $1 million reward in search of a man accused of killing wife in Maryland in their workplace. I guess a Dunkin' Donuts. Wait till you get a load of the name. Wait till you get a load of the name.
A reward for one of the top fugitives featured on Maryland's Most Wanted has increased to $1 million. More than a decade ago, investigators say a woman was murdered at the hands of her husband in Anne Arundel County. On Maryland's Most Wanted, Alexa Ashwell has the latest on the international search.
Investigators say they've combed through at least 300 tips surrounding this case, but none of them have led them to this man, Bhadresh Kumar Patel, now 34 years old,
Patel.
And the reward for his capture now reaching $1 million.
Probably fracking illegal.
Next month, it will have been 11 years since Palak Patel was murdered. The FBI now increasing the reward for her accused killer, her husband, Bhadresh Kumar Patel, from $250,000 to $1 million.
I got a question. You think were they legal or illegal?
The federal agency hosting a press conference alongside local authorities.
We hope that someone out there that is familiar with Bhadresh Kumar Patel and knows his whereabouts, that they are motivated now to come forward with that information.
On the 10-year anniversary of Palak Patel's murder, her case was featured on Maryland's Most Wanted. Authorities then taking us back to April 12, 2015. Surveillance video captured Palak Patel following her husband, Bhadresh Kumar Patel, in the back of a Dunkin' Donuts where they worked in Hanover, Maryland. Only Bhadresh Kumar re-emerging. Hours later, a gruesome discovery.
The pair was working at this Dunkin' Donuts store. Authorities came to the store after being approached by a concerned customer.
No one was working behind the counter, no employees here at the Dunkin' Donuts. The officer then went in, began checking the business. That's when he found the victim.
Authorities say an officer found Palak Patel had been stabbed and beaten to death. Officers canvassing the area searching for her husband. Surveillance footage helping investigators build a timeline. Authorities later revealing they believed after the murder, Bhadresh Kumar returned to the couple's home in Anne Arundel County, then took a cab to Newark, New Jersey, where he stayed at a Best Western for the night, captured here on surveillance video. Then the next morning took a shuttle to Newark's Penn Station. But where did he go from there? The FBI confirming Bhadresh Kumar's last known movements.
And we learned that Bhadresh Kumar Patel had taken a taxi cab from the area of the Arundel Mills to a hotel in New Jersey, not far from the Newark airport. From there, he stayed for a number of hours, eventually leaving the hotel on a shuttle to Newark's Penn Station. At that point, we lose track of him. He's been a fugitive ever since, and we have been able to locate him.
The FBI revealing they've been working closely with authorities in India, where Bhadresh Kumar and Palak were from. Their home country potentially linked to Bhadresh Kumar's believed motive. According to the FBI, Palak's family reported just weeks before her murder, she had told them she was homesick and wanted to return to India.
Unfortunately, we don't have any indication whether he would be in India or in the United States here or some other country around the world. Indian law enforcement officials are fully cooperative and actually tracking down information as we speak that we've provided to them to attempt to capture him.
Palak's family holding hope for justice.
And they have not lost hope that one day Bhadresh Kumar Patel will be arrested and brought back to Anne Arundel County to face justice for what he did.
Patel stands at about 5'9" and weighs approximately 165 pounds. Tips concerning his whereabouts should be communicated to the FBI. That number, 1-800-CALL-FBI. Thanks for watching. I'm Alexa Ashwell. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. This is Reevish. We're going to discuss it on the other side of this introduction to the shock treatment. Pretty cool. 513 humpback whales. 513 humpback whales gather at a massive Caribbean breeding ground. 513 of them. You know how big humpback whales are? The humpback whale is widely seen as the model success story for wildlife conservation. Prior to 1986 global ban on commercial whaling, marine biologists estimated only around 10,000 of the marine animals still existed in the world. But today, there's 135,000 of them swimming Earth's oceans. So back in 86, there were only 10,000, they estimate. I don't know how they figured that out. I don't know if they go around the oceans counting 1 humpback whale, 2 humpback whale, 3 humpback whale, 4 humpback, or they just make shit up. But this is the humpback whales. They are massive, man. And they are going to a spot in the Caribbean, a breeding ground to breed. So more power to them. I just want to share that with you. A little bit of nature there. It's very nice to see that. This video makes them look like minnows in the ocean. Makes them look kind of small, but you know how big humpback whales are, right? So it's in the Caribbean. Let's see. You could check this out on Popular Science somewhere in the Caribbean. Dominican waters is where they thrive also. So there's that. Very nice, eh? I thought groids were bad about their retarded names more often than not. But look at this shit. Look at this shit. Badras Kumar Chetanbhai Patel. It's always Patel. The India's Patel is R. Smith. You know how common the last name Smith is? Well, R. Smith is their Patel. Patel, Dr. Patel, Badras Kumar Chetanbhai Patel. My question is, what makes this any different than any other stabbing or domestic violence type thing or anything like that? Why do certain things like this make the FBI's most wanted, but you know it's a one-off, right? Murder or something, or did I miss something? But you got Chicago murders, you got groids killing groids in Chicago, you got you do have other people committing violence like this, but it's not even a blip on the radar. It's probably mentioned in some local news where it happened, but it's not an FBI thing. So why would this be an FBI thing? Am I missing something? I don't know. Why would this be something worthy of putting on Fox News and putting it out there? Having an FBI hunt. India actually is putting I don't want to say a bounty, but a reward, a heightened reward on this person. What? Because he killed his wife, which is terrible. But I'm just saying. I also question. They worked at Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, he's not a Dr. Patel. You're not a Dr. Patel. You don't own a hotel or a gas station. Were they illegal? I don't know. I just find this weird. Why is this? Because he's a fugitive. Okay, he's seeking refuge somewhere. He's running from them. But you know how many cases we have of violence like this, and same thing. And why is this a high-profile case? Did I totally miss? I'm looking at this. I'm trying to read it. It says this occurred with a large knife at their workplace, a Dunkin' Donuts. A Dunkin' Donuts. So why is this happening? Why are you on one of the 10 most wanted on FBI's list? Inquiring minds want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. It's me, Mario. How many of you go to movies? The last movie I've seen was probably Creed 2. Or was it 1? No, I think it was Creed 2. That was the last one I saw. By the way, this year I thought a new Rocky was supposed to come out. I think seriously, I've seen unless it was AI fake news on YouTube, but there's actually a trailer that was out last year talking about another Rocky coming out this year. With actually Sylvester Stallone fighting at his tender age of 70 something, 6 or whatever. But the last movie I saw was Creed 2, and I think that was like 2017 or something like that. And back then the tickets were like $12, something stupid. So how much does it cost to go to a movie now? That's the question. How many of you go to movies? What is a bucket of popcorn? Endless, all you can eat bucket of popcorn cost? How much does a big refill, endless refill drink cost? How much does a box of, I don't know, Butterfingers or Juju Beans or whatever? How much does a box of candy at the movie theater cost? How much does the movie theater experience cost you if you do it right? Meaning you get your ticket, obviously. You get your big gulp, right, where you can keep getting refills. You get your big bucket of popcorn where you keep getting refills, and box or two of candy. You're doing it right, man. You're watching a movie. Ooh, it's me, Mario, Galaxy movie. You're watching this movie, Mario. Super Mario Galaxy movie. How much does it cost? Super Mario Galaxy movie soars. That's how much money it made. $190 million in its opening weekend. And it grossed $372 million worldwide. Now, what would that mean? Like, that sounds like a big number, and it is. But we've had blockbusters decades ago. What did E.T. gross with Star Wars or Jaws? You know what I'm saying? They would opening weekend. They would gross a huge amount, millions of dollars. But that's when tickets only cost a few dollars, right? Maybe $5 per person. Now you're paying what? I'm asking you, $15, $18. So yeah, you're going to make a lot of money, a big sounding amount of money. $190 million in the U.S. opening day, weekend or whatever. But look how much more it is per ticket. So how does this all wash out? Or more, because it makes it look like more people are going to the movies now than ever before. I don't think that's the case at all. But maybe I'm out of touch with all this stuff. I don't know. I don't know how much fast food costs. Taco Hell. I have an inkling of McDonald's because I've been there a couple of times last year to get some coffee. And my mom gets a cheeseburger to see what it tastes like. I said, that's human meat, right? She goes, I don't believe. I'm like, okay. But I don't know how much Sonic costs. I don't know how much Long John Silver's cost. I think I was there, I want to say in 2024, like for the first time in years. But that was back then. I'm out of touch with restaurant pricing. I'm out of touch with, I mean, I have an idea with full-serve restaurants with certain things and appetizers that they're actually high. They're like $15 some appetizers, which used to be only like $5, $6, $7. It's outrageous. Everything's outrageous. But how much is the movie-going experience for you? If you even go. I'm asking for a friend and myself. But I just want you to know, according to the Helly Weird Reporter, Super Mario Galaxy movie soars to gigantic $190 million in U.S. and $372 million globally. Now, I am very surprised. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that Mario is still the actual Mario, and it's not a Groid Mario or some Indian Mario or maybe some Transformer Mario. I'm glad to see it's the same. Is that Yoshi right here? I think that's Yoshi. Glad to see that. Glad to see it's still intact, looking like it always has been. It's me, Mario! So there's that box office, Easter box office showing. Now this is weird. This is a headline, and it's getting late, so I'm not going to get into the meat and potatoes of it. You can always look this up. There's an outrage in Italy. What are they mad about? Are they mad about the high prices? Well, I'm sure they are. Are they mad about gas being jacked up? I'm sure they are. But what are they really pissed off about right now? Well, hold on to your hats. You might want to sit down for this one. Outrage in Italy after an African I'm not going to call you a migrant, bitch. You're a fucking illegal. You're an invader. You got groids in Italy, which is so damn weird. An African invader in Italy savagely, not politely, not caressingly, I don't even know if that's even a thing, not politely, that's not a thing, but when I use this next word, but savagely rapes. Ow! What would be, it's not a dog, you can't call it Fido. I don't call it Sylvester. Sylvester the cat? What's a damn generic cat name? We got Fido for dogs. What the hell's does anybody ever name their dog Fido? How come when we were growing up, the generic name, the go-to name was like calling dogs Fido? Like, if you don't know a person's name, you call them Jane Doe or John Doe, or, you know, that's what the popos call them, I guess, when they don't have a name. And when you don't know the dog's name, they always said Fido. In cartoons, the dog's name would be Fido. But what would be a generic cat's name? Jerry? I don't think so. Sylvester? No. But whatever. African, a groid, a fucking invader savagely rapes. I don't know, is rape ever nice and polite? It's rape, so rape is savage, but I guess he went overboard with the cat. This is fucking insane. Horrifying news has been circulating in Italian media. In Rome, a beloved kitten known as Rosie. I guess they have this cat. You know how we had Grumpy Cat? I guess everybody loved Grumpy Cat, right? And I'm not a big cat fan, but Grumpy Cat, I like Grumpy Cat. He was always grumpy looking. So I guess their favorite cat in Italian media in Rome is a beloved cat known as Rosie, belonging to a feline colony in Tor Tre Testi. It's a colony. I don't know. Tortre, Testi, like testes. I don't know what it means. Tor Tre Testi. Okay, so this cat belonged to a colony in Tre Testi, Italy, and was found dying in a condominium garden after being brutally raped and nearly killed by an African fucking groid invader, most likely of an illegal Muslim migrant. Well, you know they like to hump goats, right? Allegedly. It's word out in the street, and sheep. I guess we're going to add cats to the list. There's not too many goats and sheep roaming around in Italy, is there? So I guess the cat was the next best thing? Police are hunting for the suspect in Rome while Rosie remains in critical condition. And I could...
Basta ragazzi! Basta veramente! A tutto questo!
Bastardamente. I think this is calling him bastard. Hold on a second. Let me see. I'm not going to take the time to show you the full bloom video, but let's take a look. Bastardamente?
Basta veramente! A tutto questo! Quello che gli è successo a Rosy, quello che gli è successo ai gattini di San Giovanni, quello che succede ai gattini di Centocelle, che tutte le notti sto sveglia per vedere se ritornano, se mangio, se ci stanno.
Fucking pissed. Oh, let's see what they're saying. They are not enforced. They are laws, they're too light. Let's see. They're basically saying that these bastard illegals are not held accountable. They rape women, and now they're raping animals. And they're holding a picture up of the cat. Oh, this is actually a damn good video. I would like to do like a short video on this. This is bastardamente, I think she said. Bastard? Call him a fucking bastard? Something. Oh, it means enough. Really enough of this bullshit. That's what she's saying. So there's that. Raping Muslims, allegedly Muslims. I'm gonna use the word allegedly. Allegedly raping cats over there in Rome. You know, I saw a video by Mark Dice and Lily, the Lily Show, Lily Gaddis. She says the same thing. There's other people saying the same thing. Not only do we want to fucking deport all these invaders, these illegals, but they're saying we need to stop even legal immigration. Enough. We need to preserve our European heritage here in America and in other places in Europe. That's what they're saying. I agree. Enough of the immigration. We've had enough of this. All right? We've had enough of this experiment. We're done. We're done. Mark Dice actually said, not only should we deport the invaders, deport them, but he said we should take it a step further and deport the legal ones here that are not of European blood. In other words, if other countries they like to preserve their own kind, that's what makes China unique. That's what makes Italy unique, or did. You go to these different countries to see those people. You don't go there to see a melting pot. We got that here in the United States. You go to China to take in the Chinese culture. To see I'm not saying you do go to China, but I'm using that example. Or if you visit Scotland, you don't want to go there and see fucking groids in Scotland. You want to see Scots. You don't even want to see Italians there, to be honest with you, unless you're visiting tourists. You don't want to see them living there and overrunning the country. No, I'm Italian. I don't want to see Italians in Scotland. I want to see, obviously here in America, we're the melting pot. But when I go to England, I want to see straight up Brits. I want to hear the proper language, the proper British. I want to have them holding their pinky up, drinking their spot of tea, okay, at noon. That's what I want to see. I want to see their architecture. I want to take in their culture, the British culture, not mixed in with Muslims, and groids, and all this other shit. I want to see no third world bullshit in that, all right? When you go to Mexico, I want to see Mexicans. Not that you're going to go, but when you go to Spain, you want to see Spaniards. When I go to Russia, I don't want to see niggas. I don't want to see any other ethnicity there unless they're visiting other than Russians and whatever else Russia has to offer and for me to take in. Okay? That's what I want. I don't want to see fucking groids when I go to Italy. I've never been to Italy, but I would like to go. I know I never will. I'll also have to catch it on YouTube. But if I ever did, that's what I want to see. Straight up Italians. I want to take in the culture. I want to fucking eat the food. I don't want to have nizzes there raping cats from third world countries. These nizzes. Or any other person. I don't want to see overran by Chinese or Mexicanos or French or anything else. When I go to France, I want to see French. Total. When I go to Germany, total Germans. With the exception, of course, of a tourist hither and thither and yon. That's it. Straight up Germans in Germany. Straight up French in France. Straight up Italians in Italy. Straight up Bulgarians in Bulgaria. Dutch in Holland. Finnish in Finland. The Welsh in Wales. The Irish in Ireland. I wish I could go to Ireland, Scotland, drinking at taverns and taking all that these countries have to offer. I do. I wish I could. And even, what's the Viking? Norway. Hey, Norway. I wish I could take in all this of Europe. But I don't want to see it tainted by all these other nations, especially these fucking invaders. Deport all these bastards. Done with this. Done with this shit. It's a big mistake letting everybody in. Speaking of Muslims, here's the next fast read headline. The Islamification of Britain. All right? In Britain, March meant Ramadan. Ramadan, March meant in Britain. This person says, my local supermarket advised me to make this holy month meaningful and offered everything you need for iftar, suhoor, and beyond. In other words, non-British holidays. Everything Muslim. You're a Brit going to a British, you're English, you're Britain grocery store, and the actual people that work there are recommending items for you to buy for Muslim holidays. Make that make sense. This is Britain. I don't even want to see that in America. We're the melting pot, but when I go to a fucking grocery store, don't you dare suggest to me, go to this aisle for everything Muslim. For all your Muslim holiday needs. No. This nation, right, was founded on Christian principles, this nation. That's it. That's all I need to know. Don't you dare force your other shit on us. You can have your freedom of religion here in America. Don't you force your other freedom of religions on us. All right? But you're going to England, And they're just promoting Muslim shit in grocery stores and everywhere you go, Muslim? You kidding me? What the hell, man? Are you British people not pissed off? Huh? Look at this. This is not even normal. Like I said, when I go to England, y'all like soccer out there, which you call football, which is weird, out there. Well, it is. You kick it with your foot. I get it. You like soccer, right? For some strange reason, everyone out there in South America likes soccer. When you go there, when I go there, if I were to go to England, I don't want to see this on the field. You better have white dudes talking fucking proper English, damn it. This ain't fucking damn Middle East. This is disgusting. This is ridiculous. This is where we're at. Let's see. At televised premier football, meaning soccer matches, they stop playing at certain times to allow Muslim players to break their fast. In other words, to get a bite to eat. You're in the middle of a soccer game, but because these Muslims fast at the times that they do, and they have to break their fast, breakfast, right? They actually stop the game, soccer. They don't play soccer in the Middle East, do they? They play soccer over there in Afghanistan. They play soccer in Iraq and Iran. I don't think so, unless I'm out of touch with that. I don't even know Middle East have sports. But you got these bastards over there in Britain, and they stop the game. That's what it says. At televised premiership football matches, play stopped to allow Muslim players to break their fast. That's all I need to know. The Islamification of Britain. Did they roll out their carpets too and get on knees and do this? Did they get on the magic carpets and start doing it? Did you hear that dreary during the breakfast when they stopped the football game, the soccer game, to allow these Muslims to break their fast and get something to eat? Did the Muslims also do the dreary ass prayer? Prayers? Did they do that too at your soccer games? The fucking Islamification of Britain, the fucking Islamification of the West, including Estados Unidos, the United States. Speak English, damn it. Mark Dice has a shirt that says "Speak English, damn it." This is America. This is England. Speak English. We don't want to hear you dreary Muslim prayers. Keep that to yourselves. All right? We don't want to hear that shit in the streets. We don't want to see that at any kind of sporting events. And you damn sure shouldn't be stopping the game just so they could break their fast and get something to eat. Fuck that noise. Deport all these bitches. Just deport them. They don't belong there. They have no allegiance to England. These bastards have no allegiance to America. They have no allegiance to any country that they invaded. They're there to mooch, sponge off of the taxpayers, and impose their way of life onto you, onto us. And that's brought to us by our own New World Order governments. I'm going to read this next one real quick, if I can, if I may. I don't know if it's going to cooperate with me. It's not showing, so here's this real quick. No, it's not cooperating. It's childrenhealthdefense.org. Yeah, come on. I'm trying to resubmit to it so I can see this. Okay, performing security verification. Children'shealthdefense.org is performing security verification to see if I'm a human being. It's taking sweet time. Yes, verifying you're human. Let me check the box. Have you noticed that like I've noticed on my cell phone and tablets, I have to constantly sign into YouTube. They keep signing me out to prove who I am. On my Google calendars, because I keep track of certain things in my workouts, I'm constantly have to sign back in. On my Google Photos, my cloud, I'm constantly have to signing in. This never was a thing up until a year ago. All right. This is there, in my opinion, all this stuff that's going on, like InfoWars, sign in to make sure you're human. I mean, check the box to make sure you're verify you're human. Now, defenders, check the box to make sure you're human. I think these are incremental steps to get us used to having to constantly sign in, because eventually they're going to want us to prove who we are on the internet totally. Aren't they? Isn't that their end goal? You have to fall in line with the New World Order. in order to get on the internet or have some kind of license or some kind of something to get on the internet eventually. So I think all this is they're training us. Sign into this, sign into that. Prove you're a human. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking that. I don't think so. Because this never was a thing until about a year ago. Court knocks down Verizon cell tower. This is why it's important to have a strong wireless ordinance. Real quick. Verizon failed to complete the permitting steps required to install a 100-foot death tower in a Pennsylvania neighborhood. Pennsylvania State Court ruled. So Verizon failed to complete the permit steps. They failed to get a permit to put up a 100-foot death tower. Is that what I'm reading? It says Verizon failed to complete the permitting steps. I guess to get a permit to install a 100-foot death tower in a Pennsylvania neighborhood, and that's what a Pennsylvania State Court ruled. Verizon's failure to complete a required site approval plan in time to meet the town's building permit deadline gave local leaders the rationale to deny Verizon's application. In other words, the residents there strongly opposed, in this Pennsylvania town, this death tower. And Verizon happened to be dragging their feet in getting getting their way with putting it up, this 100-foot death tower. Verizon failed to complete the permitting steps required to install this 100-foot death tower. And so you got the citizens, they didn't want it there to begin with. And they capitalized on the fact that Verizon was dragging its feet to get this permit done in time in order for them to put this 100-foot death tower control mechanism up. So that's a win for the people, right? These death towers with these gigantic cables, but everyone thinks it's for cell towers. Well, it's cells. It's to control us and fry us. And if they want to turn these up, they could actually make it look like a nuclear bomb went off in your town. Boom. Turn up the juice all at once. Word has it. And that's what I got for you on the Fast Read Headlines. Let's take a look at something else. Oh, do I have another one? Okay, yeah, the last one. Why calling Prophet Muhammad a pedophile isn't blasphemy or an insult. This seems to be a Muslim-driven Fast Read Headlines. This is not on my own doing. This is because we're so overrun with these fucking Muslims in the West, these third worlders, trying to impose their will on us, that this is just, it's easy peasy, just picking out this headline or this article or this, that, and the other that's Muslim oriented. They did it. They imposed it. They invaded the West. So now we get to put them under the microscope, so to speak, and discuss their wicked ways. Let's take a look at this. Imagine being so insane you think a child rapist is a prophet. Don't shoot the messenger. And that you need to kill, conquer, and convert people for this prophet in order to go to heaven. Don't forget 72 virgins too. If you're a kamikaze, a Muslim kamikaze, what do they call them, a martyr, right? If you're a Muslim martyr, they think they died for the cause, so they get 72 virgins in heavens. That sounds like lunacy to me. So let's take it from the top again. Imagine being so insane you think a child rapist is a prophet, and that you need to kill, conquer, and convert people for this prophet in order to go to heaven. Sound nuts? 2 billion people on this earth actually believe that. Make it make sense. Mic drop. It's absolute lunacy. It's evil. It's wicked. Now, let's take a look at something else that's wicked. I saw this on Facebook, guys. I saw it on Facebook, all right? Daily Mail. Usually you can read it. Oh, it's Daily Mail Plus. Oh, there you go. I didn't recognize Plus. There you go. You have to pay for this. You have to pay for this. I didn't know that. So I'm going to leave you with this. Look at their headline. Dangerous respiratory virus sparks unprecedented response across the U.S. Now alarming. New map reveals exactly who is at risk. Oh, this is a pay-per-view story. So I refreshed, trying to at least get something out of it. A dangerous winter virus is still spreading nationwide despite typically peaking in winter and fading in the end of March. You see that right there. Tests are coming back positive. False positive, of course, but look what they're doing. Why even mention winter in April? Get the fuck out of here, you dumb bitches. Alright, fuck you, Daily Mail. It's like they're still trying to do some kind of damn COVID shit. They're still trying to drum up fear. I'm not going to get into it anymore. It's Daily Mail Plus. You got to pay more for their bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. We're not paying anything for that. We've already paid enough. A lot of us feel like it's time for payback to the B system. But that's what I got for you. Don't fall for any of this bullshit, dangerous respiratory. Yeah, what is it, the quaxine? Immunocompromised? Huh? What? There are no viruses, idiot Daily Mail. I even put that as a comment under your post on Fascist Book. It's fake news. That's what I got for you, man. I'll tell you what. I am so done with this shit. But I'm not done with going after these bastards and exposing them for what they are. Pieces of crap, control freak, tyrant, New World Order, scumbags. Don't be a troll out there. If you see a troll, say something. I'll see you in the next video. I am Oot. Don't be a weirdo out there. Don't be a troll. If you see a troll, say something. Stuff that in your truth pipe and smoke it. Make way. Because the current must flow if you listen to this. You are the resistance.
Sweet dreams.